Me and my girlfriends, were riding around the Petersburg National Battlefield Park, and I spotted a male friend of mine, and we decided to stop and chat with them. And lo and behold, my husband was there. My future husband was there. So we met when we were 16 and pretty much have been together ever since.
I'd come from Richmond to go to Cincinnati to go to college, and there was a denomination-related college. She was a sophomore, I was a freshman. I sat behind her in speech class. I noticed that when class was over and she was in the hall, that a lot of the guys gathered around her, and I said, well, she's a beauty, but don't have a chance with all those guys. But I asked her one day, and I got my courage up and said, how about going to this meeting with me? A meeting, my goodness, how romantic is that? But anyway, she was secretary to this literary society, and so we went to this society meeting. And so after that, I asked her again a number of times, and she kept saying yes. I was surprised, but I learned that she had broken up with she'd given a ring back that previous summer. And so she did not want to get involved with anybody. She said that I looked like a guy that wouldn't get serious, and that we could have a lot of fun together. I was from the South, she was from Ohio, and she liked the Southern accent and all that kind of thing. So that's how we got started. But by Thanksgiving, she invited me out to her farmhouse, and we had a meal with her family, and it was off and running then.
We met in college. And actually, we're not in the first opportunity, not a blind date or anything. I met him in a fraternity host party. I was there with someone else. So it was, we try to rehash it and think about, were there other times had we maybe met, because we're both Virginians, but not really. I really don't think we had met before we were in college. But by the time we finished college, we were definitely a couple. I had a year abroad. I went to Hollins College, and so we even practiced a whole year apart in the days when you did not telephone, certainly did not have a computer or Zoom or anything like that, so we wrote letters. Carter continues to say at some point that he's saved all the letters, that he's going to do something with them, but then they're just in a bag.
I met my husband at my best friend's wedding. At first, we joke now because I told him that I thought he was actually kind of goofy. But that's when we met. He was dating somebody, I was dating somebody, and then of course we would run into each other because his brother was married to my best friend. And then several years went by. We both broke up with our girlfriend, boyfriend at the time, and he asked me out, and he came on our very first date. He came with flowers, and in the back of my mind I thought, wow, I think this might be the one. So the rest is history.
Mario Rossi Jr. was a blind date. University of Richmond. He was a member of the Sigma Chi fraternity, and they were selling pots and pans, and I bought a set of pots and pans, and the guy whom I purchased from, he said, I got this very guy you need to meet. So I had a blind date with Mario in February 1958. We went to the boat club downtown, and it was a very, very good social.